Yo, my dudes, what's going on? David here, and welcome to another reaction. This episode, we are diving into Castle Season 2, Episode 3, called Inventing the Girl. Hopefully, you've been enjoying the series. Hopefully, you are having a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reactions over there. Episodes extra early over there as well. But with that being said, buckle your seatbelts. Let's ride. That's such an annoying scream.
I swear, Jasmine,
Kind of figured.
away with you. You can't just go through life asking for an egg in your beer and your money back twice.
Take me with you.
To a crime scene?
It'd be educational. Please?
She's trying so hard.
Find your own hiding place.
Wow, Dad. Drop the ball.
A couple skinny dippers found her this morning.
Can you tell me who killed her? Then pipe down.
This was on a
Don't start, Beckett. He helps you all the time.
She was at a club. It's Teddy Farrow's logo. He designs clothes for women. Upscale. Expensive.
Oh, my critic and I are painfully aware of Teddy's designs.
Need to get that boy band poser out of my seat.
Wyatt, I'll take care of it.
Mr. Farrow, just a couple more questions.
Yes, but quickly, please.
Why does she keep
Who was
looking
Jenna with
on?
last night at your party?
Castle, focus.
I only saw her briefly. She spent most of the time with Sierra.
I feel sick, and I'm wearing her gown. She was supposed to close the show today, not me. I called her this morning like a million times, but it just kept
Suspicion?
going to voicemail.
When did Jenna leave the party?
Around midnight.
Something happened to her. God, I should have been there.
I feel like they gotta redo that system, man.
These parties, you know.
2 days is
everyone's
too
so
long.
Phony.
Travis, I know this is difficult, but I have to ask you this question. Was there anyone that you can think of that would want to do harm to Jenna?
You're kidding, right?
She would have had to been on a rooftop pretty close to the apartment.
No wonder she was freaked out. Find the roof. See if there's anything up there that we can use to identify him. Those cops let Jenna down once. We're not going to do it again.
I mean, it's a little late, but I mean, I guess you can bring her justice.
What's this one's name? Lola? Bree? Tatiana?
Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Yeah.
Blonde hair?
Yeah.
Bambi eyes?
Yeah.
Cute little overbite?
Yeah.
Dad, you know Rena. She used to babysit me.
Oh.
Babysit? Remember? We watched High School Musical together like 1,000,000 times. You find anything?
Lots of cigarette butts, soda cans, and an empty package for a digital camera memory card.
Get it to CSU, see if you can pull any prints.
On our way.
Probably not. And even if it's that guy, it's not him. He
Preliminary
didn't kill.
tox screen indicates her blood alcohol was 0.02, and there were traces of Admare in her system.
What's that?
It's a form of speed, usually prescribed to people with ADD.
You know what? You two so need to evolve because that little girl you're talking about, like a piece of meat, that's somebody's daughter, all right? She's somebody's babysitter.
You guys see if you guys turn off the memory card packaging.
Will
Oh
James.
my god.
Uh-huh. Real charm boy. On probation for domestic assault, a couple of restraining orders.
It's too obvious. It can't be him. Nah, that's too obvious. Will James. Too obvious.
Can I help you, officers? Will James, get your hands up.
Will
We can
James.
place you on the rooftop of the building across from her, so if you weren't taking photos, what were you doing there?
I didn't kill her, all right? I wasn't even here Sunday. I was working.
Right, at the casino over in Atlantic City. Don't worry, we're running it down now. In the meantime, maybe you can explain how this got in your apartment.
He sent those letters, right? He took the pictures.
We won't know for sure unless CSU is able to recover files from the camera card.
So the suspicious person to me is
Whoever killed Jenna,
the one girl.
we will find them. I promise.
Jenna's best friend.
Okay, just whatever I can do.
Photographer, do you know his name?
Yeah, it's the same damn guy.
What happened between you and Jenna?
Monroe.
Look, Jenna was a great model and a great girl, but that day she was unfocused, awkward.
I'm torn. Best friend who doesn't get get the role. Jealous, so she drugs her friend.
And there's Sierra stepping in for her good friend Jenna. again.
I wouldn't say BFFs. Sierra's more of a frenemy. How so? She doesn't play well with others.
She ever push anybody down the stairs?
No. Stupid stuff, really. Lying about when a call time is, itching powder in your underwear. Wait.
Drugging you?
One time, she crushed up a diet pill.
Yep.
And dropped it into another model's champagne.
You give Wyatt what he wants, he gives you great shots. If you don't, he can ruin you. And he wanted Jenna.
So he was making her choose between her career and her marriage vows. Nice guy.
She knew the photos from the second test had to be great or she really would lose a job. She needed him to do it right this time.
How would she lose the job, though?
She told me she had a plan. I figured she was gonna give Wyatt what he wanted. I just told her it's not the worst thing in the world, you know?
Looks like one of these is missing. Mr. Monroe, where is it?
The cleaning woman dropped it last week.
And it broke.
It broke.
Damn it, I got it wrong again,
just
man.
Like the Washington Monument.
It's freaking Wyatt.
Doesn't it?
But Sierra should get in trouble too. She drugged her.
That business is predatory.
It sure seems that way. Jenna's best friend was drugging her and her photographer killed her.
Even her clothing designer seemed more interested in his show than in
Yeah, so can Sierra get in trouble for that?
But
I would assume she can.
What?
If Wyatt killed her, why didn't he do a better job of cleaning up his place?
Did you follow me?
Well, it seems like I had a good reason. Wait, she was recording me?
You followed her to Pharaoh's party
Wow.
Sunday night. And then to
Wow.
Monroe's apartment.
You don't understand. She's been acting so strange lately.
So it just gives you the right?
Photographer.
You talked with Sierra about Wyatt Monroe.
She was worried about me and Jenna. That it was more than just business between them. Just feeding her mind with lies. I tell you what, if anyone did it, it was him.
You were literally the only one at the scene.
It was you, Travis, in the plaza, not Teddy. Standing by the fountain, thinking about all the things you'd done for her.
Well, we found him. Book him, Beckett.
What the hell? You're recording me? Give it back, Wyatt. I didn't know what else to do. I want the job, Wyatt. But I love my husband. I can't do this to him. I won't.
Oh, get those cry eyes out of here.
But what would Nikki Heat do after a bad day?
She'd go home, pour a stiff drink, run a hot bath, read a good book.
Too bad I don't have a good book to read.
I'd let you have Heatwave, but my publisher doesn't want any copies leaking out.
Why'd you let that Cosmo reporter read it then?
Well, that's for publicity purposes. You know, you want the press to have a little taste of...
Easier way to make money than waitressing.
Right.
It was one summer. No big deal. And if you guys tell Castle about this, I will kill you.
Oh, he's gonna find out, all right. You know
Good
it.
evening, my dears.
Oh my gosh, she's so
Ready for High School
young.
Musical Marathon?
I'm so ready.
Hey, Rena.
Oh, hi, Mr. Castle. Come on. Oh my gosh, that shirt is
She looks completely different. I
Hello,
hate
Michelle.
makeup. I don't like
Apparently the
makeup.
modeling world isn't all sexy clothes and fun parties.
All right, season 2, episode 3 of Castle, and that was a very entertaining episode to me. Probably around the 8 range. Definitely a very cool crime, a very cool case, where the whole time I was kind of just debating on what or who did it. And once again, I think I've only guessed one right. Once again, I guessed wrong. And the crazy part about it is I keep making the same mistake when guessing about these cases. Instead of not taking the obvious candidate, which I keep doing, it always seems to be the not so obvious ones that are the ones that are doing it. Unless it's an episode where they give it away, which I've only think there was 1 or 2 of those. But yeah, so once again, we are here. And I guessed wrong, man. Case-wise, it was really cool. Obviously, we have a model. We have a, very popular designer in Teddy Farrow, I think his name was. And then we have, again, we have a married couple in the victim. What are the names? All right, Jenna. Sorry, I wrote it down. Sometimes it's not easy remembering all these names. All right, so we have a married couple in Jenna and Travis. We have a hotshot designer in Teddy Farrell. We have a photographer in Wyatt who ties into a lot of this, and for the longest time I thought it was out of him or Sierra, who were the ones that did it. He obviously is known for not giving you the best shots if you're not willing to sleep with him, which is downright cruel, but I assume that in the modeling world, that is not an uncommon thing. It seems like something that could happen literally all the time. If you have the leverage, if you are the best at what you do, I think a lot of people will take advantage of that. A lot of people will put people in pressure, in a pressured situation where, hey, you want to succeed, then you need to do something for me. So that's really screwy, really fucked up, but that's what, that's who Wyatt was. We also have Sierra, who is claiming to be the best friend, but we hear from Rena that she's more of a frenemy than she was a friend. She's known for, doing the downright most cruel things, telling people what, the wrong times to show up for things, and going as far as drugging someone. So right then and there, we find out Sierra was the one that at least drugged Jenna. She was the one that, went to the limit of trying to get that role, trying to, she wants to be the main girl. She wants to be the main face of Teddy Farrell's line. Will James is also a, suspect throughout the episode, where he is a stalker. But we find out later that Will James was hired by Sierra to basically, why was he hired by her? To keep an eye on? I don't know. I missed that one. So please, in the comment section below, let me know, why did Sierra hire Will? But anyways, Will wasn't like a legit stalker. He was obviously hired by Sierra. And so I think they said that Sierra and Wyatt were dating. And that that raised suspicion too, where like, hold up. Like, one of you did it. If not, we're going to tie both of you into it. And so basically, Sierra is telling Jenna, just go sleep with Wyatt. That's the only way you're going to get the, perfect shots that you want. It's the only way you're going to get in. And so she, was talking it up, and then she drugged Jenna at a party. And then Jenna meets up with Wyatt, and they, they were going to do things. They were having a couple drinks. But basically what Jenna was doing was trying to frame Wyatt for what he was doing. And so she was recording him while they were having conversations and everything. And the second he found out about the phone, they got into a little skirmish, however you pronounce it, a little heated one-on-one. She then, scratched him with the trophy or whatever, back and forth. Grabbing, pulling, tugging, restraint. And so she gets out, and then we hear on the same recording that Travis followed her. And so Travis was talking with Jenna, upset, obviously, because from the looks of it, she's obviously got, her hair's all the way it was. Her dress was a little, shifted, and her makeup was, running off of her face or whatever. And so to anyone who is suspecting someone is cheating on them, if they walk into something like that, they're going to suspect the worst. And so Travis is obviously upset about what he thinks is going on. He goes as far as, slapping her and arguing with her. And then when she turns her back, he stabs her in the back, and he admitted it to it. And so to me, I think the only one that should be okay in this situation is Wyatt. Not that he should be really that okay either, but I'm saying it seems like Sierra drugged Jenna and then Travis killed Jenna. So I think they should be in trouble. But basically, Teddy was, kind enough to pretty much make sure that Sierra and Wyatt never get work in the modeling industry again, or at least that they make it very hard, or he's gonna make it very hard for them to get work, which is a cool little gesture from Teddy. Teddy never seemed like a possibility. Will James never seemed like a possibility to me. The Rena thing was kind of weird at first, but it's also because makeup. I don't know, makeup is weird to me, man. I don't like makeup, but I know women wear makeup. Some, because they like it so much, and then others just because they don't like what they look like without it. I don't know. I feel like makeup adds age to someone younger, And so, anyway, I didn't like the way she looked, period, as a model. I think models look really strange when they get all dolled up and stuff. I don't know. It just looks very fake. But basically, Rena was Alexis babysitter back, when she was younger. And so the fact that Castle, took her in the sense of I guess there's a lot of stresses when it comes to modeling, and I would agree. I'm assuming making weight, keeping weight, the pressures of getting the perfect shot and stuff like that. So the fact that he made Rena feel like, hey, if you ever need someone, or you want to hang out with my daughter, by all means come. You got a friend in me. That was awesome by Castle. The downfall to this episode, if there is one, is we still didn't, there's still no Beckett mom stuff, I want to dive into that, but unfortunately we don't get to dive into it quite yet. So it's a little unfortunate, but episode wise, crime wise, it was really interesting. I thought at some point I was going to lose interest, but it didn't seem to be the case. I had a lot of fun with this episode. It's again a really cool case. I guessed it wrong for the 100th time, it seems like. We're in season 2 and I've only guessed one right. Yeah, so it is what it is. That's why you keep watching the next episode, trying to figure them out. And I feel like at some point I will, man. I'm gonna figure this thing out. I'm gonna pinpoint it and give you guys who I think it is prior to it being revealed, and I'm gonna be victorious. But there's a reason why I'm not a detective. There's a reason why I watch TV shows instead of out there in the field doing what they do. Because I've told you guys before, I would book everybody, man. Book them. Where were you? Book them. I don't even care what your answer is. You're getting booked. You're going to jail. And so, I don't think I would last very long. But that's the episode. Hopefully you liked the review. Hopefully you liked the reaction itself. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full yada, 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 uncut, unedited reactions over there. Unfortunately, that is all the time I have for this episode. I'll see you guys later. Bees, guys.